Hello there and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and this one is really exciting because we're finally getting the Arlecchino drip marketing. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait for her to actually come out in 4.6. Yes, we did get the drip marketing for Arlecchino. Weirdly enough, the demo for Chiori isn't yet out. I'm honestly surprised about that. I thought it would be they would either come at the same time or the demo would drop before the drip marketing. I still find it quite interesting how they do drip marketing before the new character releases. They kind of steal away Chiori's spotlight, the little she had. But yeah, there's also a short about Arlecchino, but it's really just Arlecchino with with some Fontanian music, but more eerie in the background. So that's cool. But yeah, here we have Arlecchino in all her glory. Oh, and I'm so excited about her release. Now, there's a little description, unfortunately, because last time when I did one of these about the drip marketing, I also had the demo, or one of the teasers, I don't remember, to also talk about. But since this one we only have the drip marketing, I'll actually go through this and read it. I feel like that would be a nice little thing. Arlecchino, Dire Bale Moon, head of the House of the Heart. This day, Arlecchino still recalls that night when she was first appointed as a harbinger. Up the stairs and down the long gallery, with naught to see through the windows but a world of ice and snow without end. The biting wind wailed loudly, now as mirthful laughter, now as somber farewell. With a start, Arlecchino came to, the hallucination of her memory mingling with the sound of real-life conversation that surrounded her. The hearth fire burned with vigor, its gentle warmth pervading the room, and its red light glowed on the children's faces, lighting up their innocent, unaffected smiles. If some uninformed passerby were to stumble in at this precise moment, they would surely mistake the scene before them for that of an ordinary, happy family. But just as Arlecchino raised her steaming cup to take a sip of scalding hot black tea, the clock began to chime, and within an instant, the laughter, cheer that filled the room were banished. The flames flickered so that for a moment the light faltered. Faces of all present cast in somber expression. Placing her cup back down, Arlecchino stood up and in a calm, measured tone called out several names. Chapflaw, you're with Linny. Retrieve the acquired intelligence. Bolts, you and Filiol are on guard duty. Stay back and tend to the heart. Yes, father. Without a redundant syllable, nor a hint of hesitation, they answered as one. Not long after, the fire had dwindled, the house fallen utterly silent, with nothing to be seen but a single shaft of infiltrating moonlight peeking through a gap in the curtains upon a cup of gradually cooling tea. Ooh, this gives me chills. But it's so annoying because we still don't really know what Arlecchino's all about. So, Arlecchino has been described by the other Harbingers, aka Child and the Wanderer, as being insane. We still don't know what that insanity entails, though. You could say that the Wanderer said that she has her own agenda, that Arlecchino has her own agenda that doesn't necessarily relate to what she's doing as a harbinger for the Tsaritsa. So you could say that is the insanity, not being fully dedicated to the Tsaritsa. But was the Wanderer himself ever like fully dedicated to the Tsaritsa to begin with? He had his own goals from the looks of it. And what would Child? Why would Child say that she's not really in her mind, in proper mind? That's the thing. Because what we've seen in the Fontaine story until this point mostly points towards a person who does whatever is needed in order to achieve her goals, but her goals aren't necessarily evil. She's taking in orphans, right? Fontanian orphans in the House of Hearth. But she's doing that and she's getting more agents, like Linny, Lynette, and Fermine. But she still saved them. But did she save them because she wanted to have them, for them to have a proper home? Or did she just do that to get more agents and she manipulated them? That's the thing I can't really pinpoint if she's doing all of this because she truly wants to save those innocent orphans and to save Fontaine, her homeland, or is she doing it for a different, more sinister reasoning. Because you have this tiny little bit. I feel like this tiny little bit here with red light glowing on the children's faces, hiding up their innocent, unaffected smiles, and the scene looking like a happy family before the where is it? The clock chimed, right? This gives me sort of like, yeah, they can act like a family. They do think of each other as family, but when the mission comes around, when the time came around to start the debriefing about the mission, everyone went into go mode, right? Into work mode per se. And that's kind of like the thing. I'm honestly excited, not just because of, well, of course, Arlecchino looks as she does. She's hot, let's be fair. She is dangerous, and we all know how people react to dangerous anime women, especially if they're hot. Yes, I will pull for her. Why are you asking that? That's not even a question, let's be fair here. Anyway, but I'm also excited to see where her story is going to go. It's entirely, I do believe that if we get any proper like Archon quest or interlude, it will not really be about Arlecchino. I don't know, it feels like she would most likely end up with a story quest and that's it, because I can't really piece together how you would tie Arlecchino's, I don't know, because every character had a separate story quest from the Archon quest. She doesn't need to appear in it. But I was thinking, like, how could you tie... I can't really think how you would tie Farina with her second weekly boss if she's gonna follow the same as before. And I can't really think of a way to tie Arlecchino back into Farina's story. But then again, they don't need to have anything to do with each other. They could all be separate for all we know. The little teaser... eerie, creepy, you don't know what to think of her. I really want another more antagonistical... Well, I want more antagonistical characters. We already have the Wanderer who's more antagonistical, even though he is on our side. And I would love to see Arlecchino be on our side mainly just to fulfill her own purpose and everything, right? More than anything, a purpose that is not necessarily a goal, not a purpose, a goal that's that cannot really be achieved with the Tsaritsa or something like that. Because that's another thing. A lot of the people who joined, well, not really. Because I was thinking that some of the Harbingers joined because of their distaste for the gods, like the reason why Wanderer joined and the reason why La Signora joined. But that's not necessarily the case. I think Dottore joined, I don't remember exactly, but I believe Dottore joined because he was able to continue his experiments, right? Child joined because he was a prodigy in combat because of his time spent with Skirk when he was young, and so on and so forth. So it's not necessarily that they all have a distrust with the gods or a distaste to the current world order. But the general goal of the Harbingers is most likely to take this current world order and flip it on its head. Anyway, we went from talking about Arlecchino to talking about the general way the story could go with the Harbingers. I really shouldn't go so sidetracked with these. But yeah, excited. The design looks awesome. The little teasers mini story is awesome. I cannot wait for her to come out, and especially I cannot wait to see what her kit is all about. But yeah, if you did enjoy the content, why not leave a like, comment, or subscribe? I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.